Hey, I heard you had some questions.
I've got so many questions for you today.
Sorry.
Are you scared of the gunshots? That's question one.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm sorry to hear that, because you're going to have to get used to it. We're in the battlefield now.
I can get used to it.
We're in the thick of things. And this is going to be some serious hard
You're
hitting
not
stuff.
on the screen.
I know, I'm coming. I had to make the questions bigger because I could not read.
I see. Can you just hear when I'm moving around and stuff? I turned my noise suppression off so I don't randomly cut out.
I kind of can, but it's not.
You want to hear me throw a big Lego set on the ground? What do you want?
No. Don't really want to hear that. Me personally. I'm going to turn up the sound of the gunfight. Or the fighting a little bit. I think that'll, provide good content. Oh, but Bites really wants you to throw.
Bites, which one do you want? You want me to throw the Gargantos, or do you want me to throw General Grievous's Starfighter?
Say General Grievous's Starfighter. Say the Starfighter. Say the Starfighter, Bites. Trust. He'll do it too. Absolutely.
I will. I do anything Bites tells me to do.
Whatever you think will sound better. That's what she
I'll
says.
do both.
Both?
Okay, that one didn't break.
That
one broke.
That was pretty trash sounding. That wasn't that cool.
Oh, it broke in half!
What?
Yeah,
I'm back with mine. Welcome back, Floppo. We're happy to have you.
Floppo!
Battlefield's just about to start. Are you ready, Jafrank?
I am.
So the way this is going to work, as you can see, we're here on the field of the battle. You're on the toilet. I'm on the SpongeBob chair.
Yep.
I've got, I think this is like 25 questions in front of me. I'm going to hit them rapid fire at you. Okay. I want you to be as specific or as vague as you so desire. But the goal here is for you to answer them quickly.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you have to give a short answer. Some of these ask you to explain or elaborate. But I want to make sure we're getting
into the thick of it, though.
Right, we're getting into the thick of it. We really are. And I want the truth. And if you wait too long, you're going to start lying to me. I know you. You know me. I like to lie. I like to lie a lot.
Oh!
What?
One of the pieces completely shattered.
What?
Like the...
Send a picture, send it to me. I'll show it to the camera.
It's not the piece didn't shatter, but it broke off inside of another piece.
Oh shoot, that's crazy. That's insane.
Let me find that.
But yeah. So the goal here is these are just going to be a wide variety. You're never going to know what the next question is going to be, and I think there's just genuineness in that, you know?
Uh-huh.
Jafrank, I am so sorry. I wish someone would break me in half too.
Don't be sorry. It's not even that big of a deal. It's one of Gargantos' tentacles. You don't know what that means.
Those are a big deal. All right.
I have other ones I can use.
Let's talk.
Anyways,
politics.
Okay.
Why the helmet?
Funny.
That's it? You just think it's funny?
I think it's funny. It's glued on too.
It's glued on. Is it really glued on?
It is really glued on. I've never taken it off ever, except for before I glued it on.
How did it get glued on?
I was playing with a hot glue gun in 2014, and I tripped and fell, and it went inside the helmet.
That's crazy. That's insane. Top 3 numbers of all time.
33, 333.
Okay, those are pretty good. You were quick with that. Have you thought about this before?
I was. No, yeah, I have actually. I have thought about that before.
Okay, so you just tried to lie to me there for a brief second. You decided to revoke that lie you had just said?
Yeah. Sometimes my first reaction when asked a question is to just lie.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Have you ever ate an exotic meat?
Like, I've ate alligator before.
Really? Where?
Florida.
Really?
They have it everywhere. In, like, near the Everglades, you can eat fried alligator. It genuinely, seriously, just tastes like fried chicken.
Wow. So it was good?
Yeah, it was good. Wow. But it's just like, it's stringier than chicken. Like, slightly.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Wow, okay.
I've also eaten alligator jerky, actually. They have, like, alligator meat that they turned into beef jerky.
So they're just out there hunting alligators in Florida?
I don't think you're allowed to... Oh, no, I think there's, like, a hunting season for them.
Really?
Actually. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. Would you ever go down there to, like, hunt alligators?
So. Probably not to kill them, but I'd go down there to, like, hunt them, as in, like, look for them and, like look
tell
at
someone else to shoot them?
No, just, like, look at them.
Just look at them. Okay, so you just want to look at alligators.
Uh-huh. Like, I'd go out on, like, one of those like river rafts with the big fans on the back.
Yeah. If you could travel one place in the world, anywhere at all, where would you go?
This is a two-parter.
Okay.
Genuinely.
All right.
Manitoba, Canada, Snake Sex Pit.
Really?
Genuinely. I've wanted to go there since I found out about it as a kid.
Really?
Yes. But I've already said that.
Mm-hmm.
So, probably the Nile River.
Why
in
the
Africa.
Nile River?
Big crocodiles.
Really?
Also, yeah. But also, I just think it's cool. Like, the landscape around there is cool. And there's like it's so long. So there's like a lot of variation.
Right.
Where you can go.
That's fair. That's fair. Would you prefer crocodiles or alligators?
Crocodiles. Oh, I'd actually also want to go to India. Because they have the only place on Earth where you can see gharials.
What are gharials?
They're crocodiles. They're crocodilians, but the main defining feature is that their snout is like as long as like the size around of your forearm, basically, and it's really
I've
long.
actually seen those.
Yeah, they're cool. They're super endangered, and they apparently don't attack people. They only eat fish.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. That would be kind of nuts. If you had to erase a country from existence, which one would it be?
If I had to do it, like Alaska.
Yeah, that's a state.
No, my fault.
Not a country.
We're gonna chalk that up to me making a joke. Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. And then respect, actually. Hate those guys. What is your favorite flavor?
Just any at all.
Any flavor.
Green apple. I'm a big green apple fan.
Green apple's good. You prefer like sour green apple or like more of a
Yes, I'm a big sour fan when it comes to food. I like sour stuff. Sour green apple. Yeah.
Yeah. What color are your eyes?
They're like a greenish brown. They're more green than brown.
It's like a hazel almost?
Yeah. But like, yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Hold on, give me just a sec. Let me think. You're holding up none. No,
Three.
three.
Too late. Do you have an embarrassing high school story you'd want to tell?
I don't have any I want to tell.
Do you have an embarrassing high school story you'd be willing to tell?
I have to think. Last time I told one, I've already told a couple.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever poop your pants in high school?
Not in high school,
You ever
no.
pee your pants in high school?
Yeah. I just be peeing sometimes.
Elaborate.
No.
Fair enough. Do you know how to swim?
I do, yes. I can swim. I'm very not good at it, but I can survive in the ocean.
When did you learn?
Young.
Very young? Like, don't even remember?
I was like 10, 9,
okay.
8, 7.
Do you have any memories about learning it?
Yeah, we went to a camp.
Oh.
Where it was basically just my parents would drop me off at a pool, and they would just teach us how to swim. I do remember the other thing I did was there's a college that I live sort of near, and after the first swimming lessons, we would go there, and we would like practice swimming. And I remember trying to pencil dive to the bottom of the deep end. And then I remember holding a brick to try and get to the bottom because I couldn't reach.
Right.
Did
you make it to the bottom?
I did. I touched the bottom and I was holding the brick. And then I left the brick at the bottom and we had to get it.
Yeah, that sounds difficult. Especially because you only got down there the first time because of the brick. And
exactly.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's rough. Yeah, I remember I learned how to swim. I have an explicit memory where I learned to swim at just like, I don't know, the Y. And there was a girl learning with me. My parents just dropped me off, and there I was trying to swim. And I remember she could not swim for the life of her. Thought she was going to drown like 5 times.
Oh, my God.
And I was just learning myself, but she would just jump in and just stop moving. It was crazy. It was the
you want to
nuts.
Actually, I do have a very funny story about swimming. When I was a child, my dad used to take us to a pool. I think it was a YMCA type situation. But my dad used to take us to a pool, and he would go like swim laps in the big pool, and then we would like swim in the little baby pool.
Yeah.
But I was young enough where I had to be in one of those flotation devices, like a noodle, like an inner tube basically, but it was like a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in that, and my dad said that he wasn't even doing laps in the big pool. He was doing laps in the little baby pool. and he said that he felt a huge splash beside him, and he looked up and he saw that the lifeguard had dived into the pool directly beside him. And he was like, "What's going on?" He turned and he saw my feet kicking because the floaty had flipped upside down. And I was just kicking.
Right. So you're telling me it all could have been over before it started?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was under for apparently like a solid 30 seconds.
That's crazy that it took the lifeguard that long to decide he's finally going to jump in.
You know, apparently when you're a baby, you're actually like it's harder to drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Babies like to just float.
I know.
They're really good at float. So like you have to have like something actually holding you down, like a floaty, because babies will just straight up just pontoon.
No, it's not even that. Your brain, like when you're a baby, your brain will completely shut down if you start to drown and just focus everything on just keeping you alive.
That's beast.
And apparently it goes away the older you get.
Yeah. Apparently there's a couple senses like that too. Like babies are really good, and then they get really bad at stuff when they're like, I don't need this anymore, and then they have to get good at it, which is crazy. It's crazy. Do you have any siblings?
I have two. I've got 2 siblings.
Okay. Older,
I'll refer to them.
Brother, sister, they, them.
They're both brothers. One of them's older, one of them's younger.
All right.
I'll refer to them by their Twitch names.
Okay.
The younger one's name is Diabetes D.
Okay.
He has diabetes.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the older one's Twitch name is I'm just here to watch Jafrank.
Oh, okay. He's a real supporter then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's married.
Really?
Yeah, he got married this summer.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah.
If you got into a 3-way death match with your siblings, who do you think would win?
Probably probably not Diabetes. If it was a death match.
Why not?
Because he has diabetes.
Just take his insulin.
You could either inject him with a bunch of insulin. Force feed him sugar. Or just tire him out and keep the insulin away from him.
Right. Fair.
Yeah. The older brother, I would assume would win because he's very strong, like just naturally very. He's built like a football player.
Okay.
So I would assume he would probably win. Although we have had one physical fight in our life. Oh. And I beat him.
Okay. So you're saying, maybe 50-50 odds.
There's a chance.
Yeah. Okay.
But I also think if Diabetes, if he blitzes us, he wins.
Right. If he gets ahead of the curve before you guys can take his insulin.
Yes. You want to know how I beat my older brother?
I would love to hear that story. I would love
I don't even remember how the fight started. It was super stupid. He had to be on like some medication for like his skin, and it made him really mad all the time.
Oh?
And I was like an angsty middle schooler. So I was just pissed all the time anyways. And we got into a physical altercation at my grandma's house.
Okay.
All of the cousins were there. And I just remember we were like punching and kicking each other, and the cousins were all trying to stop us.
I thought they were hyping you up.
Finally, my brother, he gets me in like a full Nelson, and we're sitting up against a wall. Okay. And he's just holding me. And so I took my head, and I just repeatedly just kept slamming my head backwards into his nose and forehead.
What?
He was holding me from behind. I just kept slamming his head into the wall.
That's insane. My brother broke my dad's nose doing that.
I honestly think it hurt both of us an equal amount.
Yeah.
Because I was just hitting my head against his.
Yeah, I believe it.
But he let go, and I just kind of stood up and kicked him in the stomach a few times, and then our cousins got us off each other.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's violent. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was the single most violent thing that I've ever been involved with.
But you won it. You clutched it.
I did. I clutched it. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, apparently when my brother was 3 years old, he was sitting on my dad's lap just rocking back and forth. My dad was bobbing his knee up and down, whatever, little kid stuff. And he just suddenly whipped his head backwards straight into my dad's nose and broke it on impact. Just instant.
That's crazy. Your dad got gapped by a 3-year-old.
He did. I also got gapped by a 3-year-old because when he was 3, I was 1.5. And I was in one of those little baby things where you can barely walk, so you jump around and it's got wheels. And I was just hopping around, and he slowly scooted me towards the stairs while my parents were having friends over, and pushed me down and broke my arm. that was pretty crazy. He was a bit of a killer in his youth.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah, he went hard. He went hard.
Oh my god. Oh, you know, I've thought of a high school story. It's technically it is a middle school story. But you want to hear the story of my first ever romantic relationship?
Yes,
in middle school?
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm pretty sure you know who this person is. I've told you about her.
I think you have.
But it was in middle school, and I was a little, we were a little awkward kids.
I mean, everyone is.
Yeah. It was that classic middle school relationship where we would not talk outside of school. We would hug in the hallway once a day. Right. No, twice a day. Once when we got there, once when we were leaving. And we would sit together at lunch. Anyways, that was the sort of whole basis of the relationship.
Right.
Anyways, one day, towards the end of school, we're doing our goodbyes, and I'm like, I have a great idea, because one of her friends was like, Jafrank, you should try and kiss her on the cheek. It would be so cute. So I'm like, okay, and I had to hype myself up for like a day, like a whole day to do this, because I was like, I can't do this. This is terrifying.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So class ends, and I'm walking down the hallway, and I see her coming, and I'm like, okay, sweet. So we meet at her locker. I do the hug, and I go to kiss her on the cheek. Bam, middle of the ear, center of the ear.
What?
Just the fattest smooch on the ear.
What? How'd you miss the cheek?
I have no idea still how that happened.
You were suckling the ear. That's crazy.
And not only that, but I think 2 days later. No, I think it was a week later.
All right.
I was like, I kind of want to break up with this girl.
Oh no.
Because I genuinely didn't talk to her for 2 days after that.
Right.
And I was just, I can't do this. I was like, I cannot do this. And so I was like, you know what? Fine. We're just gonna break up. I can't do this. The relationship's over. I fucked it. I fucked the relationship. I can't do it. So I'm walking up to her to break up with her, and she hits me with the Jafrank, I think we should break up.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there. I'm stun locked. I started laughing.
No. What?
Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. So I just started dying.
What?
And I just went, okay. And I walked away.
Oh my gosh, you scarred her for life. You absolutely scarred her for life.
It was so bad.
Hey, I just think maybe things aren't working out between us. Yeah, okay. You leave. She never had another boyfriend. Period.
No, she actually got a lot of boyfriends after that. It was awesome.
That's crazy. None of them hit as hard as Jafrank did. That's insane.
I'd be hard pressed to find one of them that kissed her on the ear.
Right. And
let's be honest.
Joker laughed.
Why did you break up with her? Because I kissed her on the ear.
I like to believe you kissed. You sucked a little and you got a little earwax to take home with you.
No, that's gross.
I like to believe that.
All I remember, I'm gonna lay it out for you. I'm gonna tell you guys all the details of this. So I go in, I do the thing, and I'm like, oh fuck, I just kissed her on the ear. What the hell? And I pull back. I will never forget the look on that fucker's face.
Hell no.
She looked shocked.
She loved it.
She was like, she didn't say anything. Neither of us said a word. But she said all she needed to with that look.
The facial expression was worth 1,000 words.
It was crazy. And so I let go. I looked at her. I turned and I just walked. Like I was like,
crazy.
It was slow motion.
Such a middle school relationship.
I did not look back.
That is awful.
I just walked out of the room.
That is awful. I hate that.
So bad.
I'm glad you told us all that story here on the battlefield.
Yeah,
I'd hate for that to die with you in case
it all comes out on the battlefield.
It really does.
That's what we say here.
Speaking of which, Max, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
Yo, is that 8 hours?
That is. We already got 8 hours. TJ got it earlier. So we're going all the way. We're going to midnight.
Going to midnight, baby.
Are you good if I call you Jefferson from now on?
Please don't leak my real name. I would like for you to call me Jafrank.
All right. Do you hate anyone? Is there anyone in the world where you...
Yes.
Yeah, you do? Why?
Phone
Why do you,
close to
you
that.
don't
The
have
answer to that question is no.
Wait, what'd she ask?
Was that your only girlfriend? Is that why the helmet stays on?
No. But you don't have to go into explicit detail. But why do you hate someone? Why do you hate that person or multiple people?
I don't really know the reason. I just really don't like them.
You just something about him just irks you the wrong way.
I've silently not liked this person for a long time. Since like middle school. Bites, I don't hate you.
He talking about me for real, monkash.
Monkas.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. Do you think anybody hates you? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you're very confident. You're
yeah,
very
that bitch I kissed on the ear in middle school.
You know. Fair enough. Fair enough. What is your favorite like scent or smell?
Oh. Gasoline.
Really?
I actually really like the smell of gasoline.
Gasoline does kind of go hard. See, I smell gasoline, and I think of like, for some reason, it's like cut grass and it's like work being done.
Yeah, you know.
And you know that's like a satisfying feeling to me.
It's one of those things where I don't like the smell if it's like incredibly strong.
Right. Too strong.
But there's that right gasoline smell.
Yeah, no, that goes hard. That goes hard. I think mine would probably be like the smell of like baking something. I really just love that, like.
True.
Oof, you know something sweet's about to come. You put in work. That goes hard.
Thunder Kitty. It's hit the cap of midnight. You don't need it. There's no more subs.
Yeah, no. Subathon's at its cap. That's why it's gone from the title.
It was a micro subathon. It hit the cap of midnight.
I prefer you not call it micro.
My fault.
It's miniature. You know.
Is it cap?
Cap. Based on what? That's the next question. Based on what?
Based on you having no bitches.
Yeah, okay. Do you think you could take bites in a fight?
Probably, but I don't. I gotta be honest. Back in the day, the moment I met someone, I used to think if I could take them in a fight.
Okay.
Nowadays, ever since like 2 years ago, I've just stopped thinking about it altogether. I don't know what happened.
Do you think you could take me in a fight?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. I think so as well.
I'm pretty sure we boxed one time, and I accidentally just socked you straight in the jaw.
Right. With the gloveless hand, because we had one pair of boxing gloves, and we didn't have a second pair, so we each fought with our right hand, and you hit me in the side of the head with your left hand, and I was just a bit perplexed.
I mean, honestly, to answer your first question, I would not want to beat Bites in a fight.
Right.
I would want to lose that fight.
Right.
But
you prefer to be dominant.
I think it's possible.
You're
I think it's possible.
submissive, is what you'd say.
Well, don't say that.
Okay. My fault. Have you ever touched a bird before?
Yes.
Alive?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, close to death, but
okay.
So there was a bird that fell out of a tree in my front yard.
Like a baby bird?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I picked it up and put it back in the nest. And then the next day, I found it at the bottom of the tree dead.
Mama smelled those hands. Yeah. She was like, hell.
You know what else? I touched a fawn, a baby deer once.
Really? Where?
There was one in the woods behind my grandparents' house when I was super young.
And it let you touch it?
Yeah, it was. So we saw the mom run away.
Really?
And we were like, what the hell is going on? And there was just a fawn chilling there. Wow. And we were like, oh, what do we do? So we just went up to it and I was like petting it.
That's
like
crazy.
saying what's up, and it just sat there.
That's nuts. That's like some child story. You're about to become a superhero.
Yeah. I know.
Crazy.
I was an outdoorsy kid. Let me tell you. I caught all sorts of animals.
I believe it. I remember back in elementary school, you had that swamp behind your house. We'd just fiddle around in it all the time.
Yeah.
Caught a bunch of frogs.
There was a snake the size of my leg, the size of my now leg, that we tried to catch once, and we tried to catch that bitch for a month straight. I remember finally my older brother put his hands on it, and he freaked out. He was like, "I'm never touching that thing again."
No, snakes are nasty to touch.
He grabbed it, and apparently he couldn't close his fist around it. It was so fat, and he was like, "Never again are we going after that."
That's
thing.
crazy.
It is too big and too scary.
That is crazy. Yeah, no, I would pee my pants if I had to.
I used to have a pet snake too.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was no joke. It was a pink snake. It was a bubblegum rat snake. And I'm 99% sure that's why I like the color pink. Its name was Bubblegum.
That's a good name.
Yes.
That's a good name.
It
a
was,
little lazy,
it was sick.
but good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It was sick. I got it for my 6th birthday, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. I got it for my birthday. I had it for like years. And then it got out. It escaped its tank for 6 months. And we found it on the wall 6 months later.
So it was just living off of the mice in your house?
I don't know what it was living off of. It was just living in our house.
That's crazy.
It got to the point where my mom told us that she would give us like $100 if we found it. Because she couldn't sleep at night. Because she was terrified there was a snake in her bed.
That is crazy.
She finally came home from school, or like from dropping us off at elementary school one day, and it was just there.
Wow. That is nuts.
Terrifying.
What a story. What a story.
Yeah.
What is the like craziest or most exotic animal you've ever seen in real life? In a zoo, I've seen a lot. Okay, I feel like we should. But even
take
then, I feel
zoos
like
out of the equation.
There's some exoticness there. So like, the most exotic thing.
Oh,
I've
I know
seen
it.
in, like,
Actually,
a lion.
Yeah. Outside of a zoo, I saw a manatee once.
Really?
Not yet. So I was in Florida, and I don't know who we were visiting some incredibly rich man. I genuinely don't know who he is. All I know is his house was the size of my high school. It was huge. It was giant. It was perfectly symmetrical, and he made sure to point that out.
That's crazy.
And his son was there, and he was like, "Yo, do you and Diabetes want to like go out on the paddle boards? That'd be cool." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we go out on the paddle boards, and we're very far out. Like we went really far into this little bay that they lived on the on the edge of. They lived on the beach of the bay.
Okay.
And so we go out, and all of a sudden, the ocean opened up in front of me. Like the water just there was like a whirlpool.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm gonna die. That's a great white shark. I was like, that is a great white shark that has opened its mouth in front of me, and I am getting sucked in. I'm gonna die.
Oh my god.
It thinks I'm a seal. I'm dead. And all we saw was just this ripple of water just moving away from the where the water had gone in because we spooked it. We scared the guy his son was in a canoe, and he was like, "Yo, that's a manatee!"
No way.
Yeah,
that's
I have
crazy.
Never felt my heart sink like it did in that moment, though. I was for sure I was dead.
Yeah, no, that would be scary as hell. Unironically, did you want to Christopher Columbus it?
No.
I'm lucky.
Unfortunately, I don't want to fuck a manatee.
That is unfortunate. That is a real unfortunate. Would you melt all ice on planet Earth if it meant you had infinite money? All ice caps, glaciers, all that.
Counter question?
All right.
Could I freeze all of the ice or all the water for fun? Ignore that. Ignore that.
I'm confused by the question.
Could I freeze all of the water on Earth for fun? I feel like it's a pretty simple
If you had
question.
infinite money.
No.
Like, physically, is it possible?
No. So you said, would I melt all of the ice on planet Earth for infinite money?
Yes.
I wouldn't do that. Could I freeze all the ice on planet Earth for no money, just for fun?
No.
Okay, I'd do it then.
What? So you would melt all the ice?
I'd melt it all, only if I couldn't freeze it all.
Well, you might be able to freeze it all. I'm saying right now,
so then,
the Jafrank I know, with the resources you currently have,
ignore that.
are unable. Because you're asking could.
There's an earthquake.
There's an earthquake?
You hear it?
No.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah, no, were you just shaking your desk?
No, my parents are home and the garage door is right up below my room.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we're just going to move past that question. That one, you lost me.
I like that idea.
There. How do you propose solving the world's
Propose
hunger
with
crisis?
a ring. Oh. Solving the world's hunger crisis?
Yeah, do you have any ideas that you think maybe if someone took a little time with it, sat down with it, ate with it,
I actually
solve the world's hunger crisis?
This is something I heard from it was a comedian that said this. I think it's actually a good idea.
All right.
Sink cruise ships.
Why?
Because you get a lot of people in one go. And the people that go on cruises are the kind of people that I don't think we need on this world.
Okay. All right.
And
so you're saying don't increase this.
And I think.
Go ahead.
I think it'd be pretty easy to just make it look like an accident.
Right.
Because
Right. Right.
And then all of a sudden, you know,
Uh-huh.
there's a ton less people in the world.
Uh-huh.
That redistributes all of the, you know, resources
Right.
around.
And the people
All of a sudden,
on cruises probably aren't the
people are-
ones producing the food, you know?
Yeah. All of a sudden, people are getting richer.
Right.
What do they have money for?
Cruises.
Going on cruises.
That's crazy.
You
The
get
perfect
more
crime.
people.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Follow-up question. Would you ever go on a cruise?
Probably not.
No? Have you ever
When I was a
been on
kid,
one in
when I was a
the past?
kid, I really wanted to
Yeah.
because of the movie Alvin and the Chipmunks 3: Chipwrecked.
Okay.
I loved that movie.
Yeah.
But I don't want to anymore.
Yeah. Which of the 3 chipmunks do you think is the
Theodore.
best head? Theodore?
Hold on a sec.
Hey.
Hey guys, it's just me. Mom's home.
Oh, she said, hey, and left.
Well, welcome back.
Okay.
Mom is
I'm
still
back.
home. Yeah, definitely
home.
Theodore, no doubt.
Yeah, it's definitely Theodore.
That
man has no feeling down there.
Yeah,
and
no.
he is feeling it.
True that. Which of the chipmunks do you think you relate to most?
Theodore.
Hell
Honest
yeah.
to God. You want to know something really funny?
I would love to.
My brothers and I, our favorite colors, Diabetes
red?
is red.
Uh-huh.
Mine is green.
Uh-huh.
I'm just here to watch Jafrank's is blue.
Uh-huh.
And that corresponds to what our favorite chipmunk was as kids.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's built different, really.
Yes, that is normal, Bites. Also, I would propose with a Green Lantern ring.
I feel like proposing with a ring pop is really the ultimate display
that is
of
the
love.
ultimate. It's you know, you want to know something funny? This
Go
is
for
a
it.
tangent, but this is
I'd love
funny.
to hear it.
So DC, the company, made a bunch of like proposal rings, just like as like a promotion or something like that, just like as a thing. They're like, yeah, like this is the most romantic way to show you're a DC fan or something was like the announcement.
Okay.
They made like Batman, Joker, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Uh-huh.
They didn't make a Green Lantern ring.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
The character whose entire point is that he has a ring.
right.
They just didn't make it.
They seem a bit confused on the
Yeah,
project there. Yeah. It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Anyway, yeah, that was just a little weird tangent I
No,
thought
I
of.
liked it. Do you think you'd ever climb to the top of a large mountain, like I don't know, the Andes?
I have.
Himalayas? You
I've been to the Rockies.
Mhm.
I've climbed up I think 14,100 feet, one of the two. 1,400, I think.
Yeah.
How
long?
Yeah, it was fun.
Was it like a long?
It took like an hour.
Yeah.
Hour up, hour down.
Mhm.
Diabetes, unfortunately, couldn't make it to the top. He had to go back down and get some sugar.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, it was fun. It was really cool. The thing is, the top was literally you make it to the top and there's a cliff.
Yeah.
So, the intrusive thoughts were cooking, and I had to
Right.
fight them back.
They're tough, you know. When those demons come out, they come out strong for sure.
Yeah,
For
especially I've actually climbed a surprisingly high number of mountains. Now
Really?
that I think about it, I've been to Colorado many times, and every time we go, we climb a couple mountains.
Mhm. So you're saying you don't live in Colorado?
No.
Are there any mountains in Rhode
Yes.
Island?
There's one that I call Mount Jafrank. It's a little hill that's nearby.
Okay. It's like, is
Yeah.
it like the tallest point in Rhode Island, or is it just a hill nearby?
Dog, I got no idea.
You know, fair enough. Fair enough. Would you ever join the army?
No.
No.
I took a class this semester in school. That was it was about sex and violence in movies.
Okay.
Pretty sure I failed it, but
You just couldn't comprehend the sex part.
neither here nor there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
We watched a lot of war movies, and I was just thinking, even if this is like they're making it look worse than it is, I don't want to do this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. War is hell. That's what they
True.
say. That's what they say. What's your favorite hobby? What do you love doing most?
I'm a
when you
big
have free time?
Lego fan.
Yeah?
I got a lot of Legos. I have dropped so much money on it, but I love building them.
You've dropped
And-
2 of them tonight.
I have. I broke some. I actually broke some pieces. I DM'd you a picture of the broken
You did,
pieces.
yeah. I'll show them off to chat at the end. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. What got you into Legos as a kid?
Honestly, I think it was just when we were kids. One day, my parents bought us a Lego set or something. We just never looked back.
Right, the
We've
rest
been-
is history.
Yeah, everybody always told us we were very creative kids, but I don't. I mean, I guess because we like Legos, that counts. But
That
I don't-
counts. That counts. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Have you ever shot a gun?
Yes, I have.
How'd it feel? Was it cool?
Yeah, it was cool. We shot. You know what tannerite is?
Yes.
Yeah, we. I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Where were you at that you shot an explosive with a gun?
You want to know what's even funnier? We made it.
You made the tannerite?
We made the tannerite. We went out in the swamp behind my house. We went out there. We put it up in a little bag and we shot it. And the police were called on us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And then we eventually ended up going to my aunt's house. We did it twice. We went to my aunt's house the second time, and she owns a farm, like a cow farm.
Yeah.
And we went there instead and just shot it like in the middle of
a cow
nowhere.
And you shot it off like an apple.
No, I don't like to kill cows.
Oh, that's good. Respect.
She does.
Who's she?
My aunt.
Oh, that makes sense.
You want to know something? This is pigs, but
All right.
So my aunt had these pigs.
F12.
What?
I thought we were talking about pigs.
Oh. That's fine. Anyway, so my aunt.
That's fine. That was a good one.
So my aunt. Yeah. So my aunt, she owns a farm. I think it's titled to my cousins, but it doesn't matter. She owns a farm, and she had these pigs. She got pigs, and she was like, guys, you guys all need to come out and see these pigs. They're awesome.
Okay.
And we came out and we saw these pigs. They were genuinely, pigs are so cute. They're ugly as hell, but they're cute. And they acted like dogs.
Yeah.
Like you would scratch one on the belly and it would like roll over.
Yeah.
It was so funny. And there was one named Howard. I vividly remember Howard because Howard was super friendly and just hung out with us the whole time. It was great. Flash forward 2 weeks. We're staying at my aunt's house because my parents are like on a trip. What does she feed us for breakfast?
Ain't no way.
Sausage.
Okay.
I'm eating it. I'm like, yeah, this is really good. She goes, yeah, that's Howard.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Rest in peace.
I wanted to cry.
War is hell, man.
It was so terrible.
Yeah, that's awful that she'd do that. How old are you?
Not super young. It was like 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there.
Fair enough. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Rip
Howard.
Rip Howard, dude. I'll never forget Howard. He tasted good, though, I won't lie.
You were crying. You wanted to cry, but it tasted too good.
I was really enjoying the sausage. I was like, this is so good. And she was like, oh.
That's nuts.
It's good, is it?
That is nuts. Wow, she hit you with that Uno reverse card, for real. She was like, oh, you like it? You're eating Howard, though. What do you think about that?
She didn't want us to enjoy it.
She wanted to scar you. She came into that situation with a plan. She was like, I'm going to make this so good, they can't help but continue eating it. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
What do you think's the worst color of all time?
I'm looking around. I got all of them in my room.
Okay.
You know, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, cream color. Like yellow and white.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a pretty boring color.
Yeah, it's just, like, it's not... It's boring, but, like, it has no redeeming qualities. Like, at least white, you can use it for, like, something.
Like a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could only see one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
The rainbow.
That's not a color.
Probably black at that point. I just give up.
Why black?
So I could be Daredevil.
So you just want to not see it all. Okay, perfect. I feel like just a heads up.
Wait, hold on. Okay. If I can only see black, does that mean I just see in black and white?
Everything is black and white except for black, which is a vibrant black. So like, look around your room. Everything that would be black, you'd see as like register that's black, and everything else would be black and white filtered.
I see. Yeah, phone poster. I wouldn't want to see only green, because I'd get bored of it. I feel like it would end up being
color.
It would end up being something that I was like upset because I can only see that color.
You go outside, you're just staring at a bunch of green, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I think I'd probably do. I asked somebody that, and they said blue, and I was like, "That's a pretty good answer."
Shit-ass answer. Oh, never mind.
Oh, never mind. I feel like orange would be a nice one. I don't know why. I don't.
This guy likes
Stop talking. Stop talking. You're done. Stop talking. Stop. I gotta go. Stop talking. War is hell. Stop. Stop. You can't. Please. But I don't go out of my way to see orange in my life often. But I feel like those moments I do get to see like a natural orange rain, like a sunset or something. I'm like, that is beautiful. And there's no getting around it.
That's fair. I forgot orange was the color of the sunset. I thought it was pink.
That's just because you're dumb.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Also, you know, speaking of orange, though,
all right.
I got a little spiel I want to go on. You guys know I'm a film major.
Take it away.
Once I tell you this, you're never going to see a movie the same way again.
I'm excited.
You know there's 2 colors of light that they use in movies, orange and blue. Look up any movie, like any scene from a movie. There's like a 50-50 chance that there's orange and blue light in the shot. Orange or blue or orange and blue. Any Transformers movie specifically. Really? Like they do it all the time in those movies. Yeah.
I don't know why for a second I started to like look around my room and try to figure out if people were putting orange and blue light in, but it's my room.
Yeah. It's cause like the warm and cold light temperatures.
Yeah.
But it's very obvious once you know about it.
Oh wow, thanks. You just ruined the movies for me.
Hey, no problem. Go look up the Godzilla vs. Kong poster.
Ain't no way. I'm doing it right now.
Look it up. Look it up.
Is it just covered? Godzilla versus Kong poster. Versus Kong. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess when you put it like that. Let me go ahead and show this to chat really quick. God, this is killer. Take a look at that. There's your orange and blue for you. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The movie goes hard though. The movie goes nuts.
It does go hard. I was hyped when I saw that movie.
Do you regret banning Death and Taxes?
I forgot I did that.
I appreciate that you did it.
Nah, he can submit an unban request.
Yeah. See you next March.
Yeah, see you next March, Death in Texas.
And final question.
Not in your chat, Bites. Not in your chat. Not in your chat. In Trent's chat.
No, in my chat.
I banned him in Trent's chat. It's a joke for Trent only.
My chat. When is the face reveal?
Okay. The quick answer is never. No, he didn't show up. I just thought it'd be funny for Trent to see all of a sudden Jafrank banned Death and Taxes.
Yeah, it was funny. I liked it.
The quick answer is never. The longer answer is I don't really care if people know what I look like. I just think the Jafrank character's really funny looking, and I really like the design of him.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to like stop doing that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like it. I like it a lot. It's way better than
like,
6'3", built different, huge, massive animal of a frame that is Trent T.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I like
1 to 10. Don't ask Bites that. Apparently Bites has already been asked that too many times.
Oh, wait, what?
More than even I know about.
What does Frank look like? 1 to 10. Okay, all right. That's for when Bites comes on the battlefield. All right, let's everybody calm down. So, I want to thank you for coming on. We made it through the war zone. You got hit with all the questions. Survived. You gave back fire answers. You survived. You did it.
I did it.
You got anything you want to say? Anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say to the viewers that are almost certainly all your viewers? What do you got to say? Any plans? Any
shout out that girl I kissed on the ear in middle school.
Hell yeah.
Whatever she's doing, shout out to her.
Is that
Frank,
it?
1 to 10, what do you rate yourself? I'm on a 10. I would.
Well, if that's it, anybody who isn't a Jafrank chatter, you can watch him. Twitch.tv/Jafrank. I'll put it in the chat.
Follow Twitch.tv/Jafrank.
Jafrank.
I got a good stream coming up.
Oh?
I think maybe.
What day?
I gotta ask. What day is Mother's Day?
May 8th. In 2 days. This Sunday.
Sunday is when it's probably gonna happen. I got a good idea. I gotta clear it with somebody. Okay. But
exciting, very exciting. I'll be there. Anybody else should be there. Hopefully, everyone on Earth should be there. But that's it. Thanks for coming on. I'm now going to bring a car down to crush you to death.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna see it late.
It's laggy.